Lads and ladettes, yes, I wear an eye mask like an absolute loser. Yes, it's another beautiful Bangkok morning. And yes, we're about to make sure that we're getting the most out of our bulk and not cooking the gains. So it is time to whip up a banger of a meal one, and it's time to get into the day. Let's do it. Bang-a-lang. But before we eat, first call of action is jumping on these scales. If you can't see, that says 90 kilograms lean. If we actually want to be 90 kilograms lean, then we've got to eat right now. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. And then we're going to have a little chat about making sure we make some damn gains. All right, so after I have a big first meal, I typically have the brain power of a 2-day-old otter. So I will never allow my physique goals and actions in that aspect to take away from client work and being able to provide a quality service to my clients. So I will always go for a walk after that first meal, and I find after around 3,000, 4,000 steps, half an hour of walking, getting that coffee in me once I'm back, the brain is clocked on. So that's what we are doing now, getting in our morning steps, and this is after weighing ourselves. We're always weighing ourselves before any food goes in, before any water goes in. And if you're not weighing yourself every single morning, then you're shooting yourself in the foot. It's not just for losing fat. We want to have that data at any stage in our physique progression, because if we don't have that data, we could be gaining weight a little bit too fast. We could be not gaining weight at all. And this just means that the speed in which we're going to implement changes is going to be way too slow. But if we're constantly staying on top of it, if we have the data, we know exactly when we need to change, we can make that change, and we can keep on growing instead of staying stagnant and doing absolutely nothing with those biceps and triceps. But it is now coffee time, so 7-Eleven is about to get stormed for all of their supplies. All of this, 2 bananas, iced tea, bag of ice, and a big old 7-Eleven coffee cup cost $2.50, bruv. Hey, quickly, as I'm always preaching, let's get the fuck off the phone when it comes to bedtime. Checking in with the boss man. How has your sleep quality been? Been alright. I reckon I've officially defeated nighttime brain rot. Don't go on my phone past 7, and been smashing the decaf teas before bed. The man knows what's up. The InCharge crew knows what to do. And when we get off the phone, when we stop brain rotting, we're not wasting time in bed, and we can put that time into actually recovering and making sure that we're seeing a better response, whether it's muscle growth, whether it's fat loss. More sleep means more damn progress, lad. All right, I've just clicked send on the final check-in of the morning. And in today's video, I really wanted to go into the depths of not only pre-workout nutrition, but a couple habits we can utilize in our workouts. Super simple to actually bring training to where it needs to be to grow a lot of muscle. Because a lot of people, yes, they know that nutrition is going to have a huge effect on whether body weight comes up, but training is what's actually going to deliver that stimulus. And each week, each Friday, I am uploading the updates for my current build, along with lessons to be learnt about optimizing our muscle growth, keeping lean, and bringing you along for the journey. So if you haven't already, go down there, click that big old red button. I don't even know if it's a red button anymore. Times have changed, have they not? But click subscribe if you haven't, and I can assure you we will be continuing with these updates, making sure that we are getting the most out of our food, out of our training, and out of our Zeke. Let's make some fucking cream of rice. You know the fucking drill. cream of rice, going down 90 minutes before our lift. As you will see, no cornflakes in the mix this time, and that's because, as expected, hunger has shifted up from last week. So if you were watching last week's video, you would have known that with the calorie increase, I was a bit bloated, not so hungry, and not really enjoying all of the extra food. But now, as expected, that hunger is ticked up as the body's got used to it. So we've got 110 grams of rice flour, adding in that extra volume instead of a bit of extra cornflakes on top. But enough yapping about my food. We are going to go into the depths of how to make sure your workout is as ideal as possible. So let's get our ass on its way to the gym. Now, if you've ever heard anything come out of my mouth before, you'd know I absolutely love carbs, and more importantly, carbs before a workout. Now, when we have carbs 60, 90, 120 minutes before a workout, that glycogen doesn't actually get absorbed or transported to the muscles within those 60, 90, 120 minutes. The glycogen that we have in the muscles is going to be reliant on what we had eaten the previous day. So a lot of the kind of energy that we are utilizing throughout our session is determined by the food that we have eaten on that previous day. So no, a pre-workout meal can't just miraculously save your workout if you've been eating like absolute shit. But what these pre-workout carbs are so useful for is, once they are digested, they go into our circulating glucose. This circulating glucose is going to be the fuel source that is first used during our workout. So when we have this topped up as fuck by having some cream of rice, some cereal, some rice cakes with honey, then we are able to utilize this during our workout instead of relying on the stored glycogen in our muscles straight away. So the pre-workout nutrition is huge, and exactly why we do want to be getting some sort of fast digesting carbs in there, whether that's through some kind of fruit, through dates, through honey, and we know we're ticking all of the boxes. Now, I also love coconut water intra-workout. Same again, very, very fast digesting carbs, and there's also some sodium and potassium in there to increase hydration. And same again, it's just dotting those I's, crossing those T's, doing everything possible to have the best workout we can. Plus coconut water, it tastes fucking bang on, man. It tastes cracker. Now recently, in literally the last week, I have had the biggest improvement in my gym sessions than anything I've ever implemented before, just because of this one little change that I've made. This sounds clickbaity as, sorry, this is not me, but I am dead serious. It is such a small change and it's made such a big difference, and I'm pretty pissed off that I've been too stubborn to not implement it earlier. So we're going to get into the workout and I'm going to run you through exactly what that is. All right, post-workout meal has arrived, and they have a microwave at the gym, which is pretty damn neat. I forgot a fork, so I'm gonna have to eat it with this tiny little spoon. But what I have been doing that is honestly revolutionized, it's a strong word, but seriously has improved my workouts, is getting a hold of this damn thing. Now, I used to always be kind of justifying going on my phone by, it was urgent, I had to reply to a message, I had to quickly send something, edit something, or just keep my mind occupied by going on my phone. And those were dumb excuses. Like, I didn't actually need to be doing it, and it was literally just prolonging my workout so that it took longer to get to work when I had finished the workout, and I wasn't as productive because my head was all flustered. So now it is literally phone on airplane mode, and you can set it up so if you can see that, I triple click the power button and it goes grayscale. And that way I don't even want to go on my phone. It's less enticing, and I'm obviously getting no notifications popping up. Now, I do log all of my lifts on my phone, but I can still do that on airplane mode. And if that wasn't the case, I have an app called Opal, which can block out certain apps at certain times. So you just set a timer, and if I was to do so, I'd block Instagram, TikTok, WhatsApp, and a couple others, so that my phone was just being used for logging those apps, for music as well, and that way I am so locked in on my session. It's not even funny. The pumps are so much better. My workouts are literally 20 minutes shorter because I'm not just sat on my phone and getting distracted, having like 5 or 6 minute rest periods. My rest periods are the length that they actually need to be. I'm locked in on my session and I'm not stressed. When I'm constantly on my phone trying to finish something up before I've rested for 3-4 minutes, I'm stressed out, dude. Cortisol is high, and when stress is elevated, we're having less blood flow to the muscles, more blood flow to the brain, so of course our performance is going to be impacted. So for this reason, grayscale every single time, aeroplane mode, and you will find that your workouts are fucking bliss. Bliss indeed. By the way, our post-workout meal is very, very simple. Rice, spinach, tomato, chicken, and tomato sauce. As well as 100 grams pineapple. Fucking pineapple with savory meals is the go. Time to polish this. Now, the reason that I bring my food in a container to the gym is literally so that if it's sunny outside, I can sit out here and eat with my shirt off, getting a bit of a tan, because I don't have much longer here in Thailand. I got 1 more week in Bangkok, then off to Phuket for 2 weeks. So making the most of it. I'm trying to stay out here for as long as possible and hold off the Melbourne winter, but the visa, without like making an exception, only goes for 30 days. I am utilizing every single one of those 30 days, let's put it. But now, bringing it back to eating at the gym, I don't want to just take up a random 30 minutes in the day going out into the sun to try to get a tan. I want to kind of combine that with something I'm already doing, so I'm not taking away from work, and I'm still able to put all the time that I want to put into work. But I'm gonna get some more steps in walking back to the condo, the fucking condo, and it is time for a consultation with a new client. Let's get it. Oh, if you've never tried cinnamon in coffee, don't try it. Not kidding, it's actually cracker. I am very, very pleased with how this is tasting. And that's a decaf coffee, don't you worry. It is currently 4:30 p.m, so we are not caffeinating right now. I'm sticking to 2 caffeinated beveraginos per day, and that has me sweet. Although I do have a blue raspberry zin in. My tolerance for these is coming up pretty quickly. I need to chill a bit. Don't have them every single day, just when I have a big afternoon of work going on, but I don't mind a zin at all. I've got some exciting stuff happening. Some very exciting stuff. A little preview for my YouTube peeps, but this is going to be a bit of a deep dive into motivation, because it's, with the kind of majority of guys that I work with, the biggest issue is always motivation. When clients are signing up, typically it's not the information that is the roadblock. It's actually having that motivation and accountability to do what we need to do and fucking execute the plan in order to get that result, whether it is muscle growth or fat loss and getting damn shredded. But this is going to be coming out within the next week or two, so keep your eyes peeled, as it's not just going to be a couple little tips, it's going to be a real deep dive into having that motivation in play and having it as something that isn't just going to drop off when things get a little bit difficult. But other than that, as I said, it's 4:30 right now. Got a bit more work to do. We'll probably be working up until dinner time, which is gonna be 6 p.m. and then potentially some more work following on from there. That's what's good about life in Bangkok. It's really easy to lock in with the work side of things. No distractions, just getting done what I need to get done. But that's all from me today. You don't want to see my chubby face and non-faded head blabbering on for much longer. I need to get a skin fade on the ASAP. Let's hope the Bangkok barbers can fucking bless me. But I hope that you have an absolute banger rest of your day. Drop in the comments if you have tried cinnamon in coffee before, because it's fucking elite. And I'll catch you on the next video, because they're going to be coming weekly. I'm not going to be stopping.